everything is fine. That's what Justin Trudeau wants you to think about Canada's immigration system right now. In spite of the fact that we've seen over 30,000 people illegally cross the border from safe spaces like upstate New York and North Dakota into Canada and then claim asylum and now are being housed in hotels in the Greater Toronto area. In spite of that crisis, Justin Trudeau's message to Canadians has been nothing to see here, folks. But he's gone one step further. He sent his immigration minister out, and he's even used, you've seen Justin Trudeau use this divisive rhetoric himself to suggest that anybody who's asking reasonable questions about how to solve this problem, to bring Canada's immigration system back to order, sustainability, and fairness, anybody who asks questions about this, he puts big labels on them. Yesterday, Trudeau's immigration minister went as far as to put my name and the word racism in a tweet. This was after last week his immigration minister went to Surrey to a business roundtable, and this is with a prepared speech, and he said, and the headline in the Toronto Star after he gave this speech, and keep in mind these are prepared remarks, was Tories use anti-immigrant sentiment to get into power. And that's from the Minister of Immigration. But today, as you know, for the last 3 years, I've been saying there's some problems here. While the immigration minister and Justin Trudeau are out calling people nasty names, including myself, headline in the National Post reads, Canada's backlogged asylum system is not sustainable. And who wrote that? Justin Trudeau's immigration minister. Now that's a problem, because if Justin Trudeau's immigration minister, now this is in a leaked letter that he's sent to some lawyers, if he's saying this in private to Canada's business community and civil society groups, and he's going out with a message calling us intolerant, anybody in Canada, you who might have questions about Canada's immigration system, intolerant, or that we're using all sorts of different types of politics, what is the purpose there? If he knows there's a problem and is refusing to solve it, but then is going out and calling people like me names, what are they trying to do? They're not trying to solve the problems. They're trying to divide Canadians for political gain. And Canada's Conservatives, I'm not going to have any of that, because that's wrong. That is so Orwellian. It's so false politics to have somebody come out and say everything's fine. They're just fear mongers, but then know that there's a problem and put it in letters to other groups hoping that they're not going to get found out. That's just disgusting. So my charge to you is this. We need to keep asking these questions. I'm going to keep fighting for a planned, orderly, compassionate immigration system, which Justin Trudeau has no plan to do this. We released, Canada's Conservatives, myself, I've had a big press conference last week, many of you watched it, where we actually outlined a plan with some very clear principles that would restore order to Canada's borders and would restore order and fairness to Canada's immigration system, that would tie immigration levels to the needs of the Canadian economy to ensure fairness. And that we're putting the focus on our humanitarian immigration to the world's most vulnerable, in the context of the fact that we know that many Canadians have trouble making ends meet, are paying higher taxes, and are seeing huge deficits spent by Justin Trudeau. So keep asking these questions. In the last several hours, many of you have decided to commit to my campaign. We know that Justin Trudeau, when we see his immigration minister put my name in a tweet with the word racism, especially given this memo today, they're just playing politics with this, and I need your help to continue to fight. So if you can go to cpcmichelle.ca, the link is in the description of this video, that's cpcmichelle.ca. Any donation that you can spare will help me fight Justin Trudeau's immigration minister, Justin Trudeau himself, and this divisive fear-mongering that the government is doing. We need to bring the immigration debate back to policy. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to continue to fight to close the loophole in the Safe Third Country Agreement that's allowing the debacle at Roxham Road to continue. I'm going to fight and say, no, it's not right to spend hundreds of millions of dollars to allow people who have already reached the safety of upstate New York to come into the country ahead of people who are trying to come here legally. We're going to continue to fight to focus on integration of people who are coming to Canada's economy. Those seem like very reasonable things, and that's what I'm going to fight for. So go to cpcmichelle.ca. Anything that you can spare for a donation helps me run a strong campaign in the next election. It helps me fight. And also leave your comments in the comment spot here and share this video. Get this message out. Make sure that people know what Justin Trudeau is doing here. This is a calculated strategy to divide Canadians and have poor government, and we need to stop that. Working hard for you. Have a great day.